Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Inside Movies Galore, and I have another review for you, but this time it's from a director by the name of Travis Z, um, otherwise known as Travis Zarawini, who actually directed the Cabin Fever reboot or remake or whatever you want to call that film. But this film uh, was filmed in 2016, but was distributed by IFC Films with the Scream Factory. And what's interesting about this film, and here's the cover of it, definitely cool looking. Can you see it here? There's a hooded man with somewhat of a scarred mask, and he's holding a sticker in any case. But first of all, we start out with a group of 4 young kids in the very beginning who are playing a game, and one of them tries to escape the house and disappears in blood. And then it's sometime later, and we have actress we have an actress that played on Days of Our Lives as Jade. If any of you watch Days of Our Lives, which I have to admit I kind of do from time to time with my fiance, so you definitely definitely have to watch it from time to time because they have some different plot lines. Well, you have Gabrielle Hogg, who is evidently living with her grandmother, who is played by Lin Shaye, who hails from the Insidious franchise. And we have her playing this grandmother who is laid up in a bed and needs to be taken care of by her granddaughter. Well, evidently she tells her not to go up to the attic. She goes up to the attic with her friend Miles, who was played by Grayson Gabriel, and her other friend as well, who is played by Emily Hain, who's Kelly, and who ends up coming in later. But in any case, Alex finds this game in a box, and she shows it to her friend Miles, and they begin to play it. It's with candles, and they basically have to wait till a little bit before midnight, and as the clock strikes a certain time, they say a certain something, and then they knock like 22 times. And they're supposed to protect themselves with circles of salt and keep the candle lit and survive till about 3:40 or 3:30 or something like that. And their friend Kelly comes along a little bit later, and the first thing that happens is they haven't. Evidently, part of the rules are actually ripped off. So she goes and checks on her grandmother, and it turns out as they open the box, the grandmother actually came upon them and said, "You opened the box!" And so that's where Dr. Harding's character comes in, Robert Englund. And I swear to God, I can definitely hear Freddy Krueger still in his voice. It just gives me chills every time. But he plays a good guy in here, so it was definitely different. So the story plays out, and we learn that Alex's mother actually killed herself in the house. Now, ultimately, we learn that the grandmother is actually possessed by this midnight man to find anyone to play this game and collect the souls of these people for all eternity. So it's I like that this film did not end on a happy note. I like that no one survived. So that much I will say. But I like the makeup of the character. I like the mystery um of the way that people as they play the game, they're supposed to be shown their fears. I like that about it. It definitely had a little bit of a mystery, and then of course the ending had sort of a ending where it made it seem like there would be a sequel. So I thought the acting was pretty decent. I think on Days of Our Lives, Gabrielle Hogg looked a little bit anorexic to me. So seeing that she has filled out and she's actually starting to look pretty for a young lady, I thought that was cool. So definitely check this film out if you have not. I thought it was decent, and definitely worth a one-time watch for you if this film sounds like something that you would watch. It came out this year, and in fact, but the thing is, I looked on the back here, and forgive me if I have to get down here and read some of these companies out. There were a lot of places that backed this film. For example, it was put out by IFC at midnight. Okay, it's what it was associated with Armory Films, Goosey Films, and Elevated Pictures, also with Voltage Pictures, the Bridge Finance Company, and Storm Chaser Films. Also, a Scotty Whoop Elite Buff, Buffalo Gal Pictures, and Wooden Rocket Production. Yeah, a Wooden Rocket Production. So definitely a lot of production companies behind it. So I thought that was kind of strange. So in any case, hopefully you enjoyed my review. I thought the having the two names in there was definitely cool. So definitely check this film out if you want. Hopefully you've enjoyed my review on this film. I thought that the effects in here were cool. It's not that it was entirely scary, but it had that creep factor. Didn't really have any jump scares for myself, but I mean, to each their own. People react differently, and maybe I've been desensitized. So in any case, check it out for yourself. Enjoy my review, and hopefully I'll have something cool cooked up for you the next time around. In any case, have a good afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are. And thanks for listening.